the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. It's Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg, 256-245-4361. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Celebration of Life will be held for Ella Sue Nivens Patterson. That'll be at Trinity Episcopal Church in Clanton. That'll be on Wednesday, June the 30th at noon. Pastors Mark Locus and Bill King officiating. Sue was born and raised right here in Sylacauga, graduate Sylacauga High School, class of 1957. And if you would like more information on this, you can go online to Curtis & Son Funeral Home, curtisondsonfuneralhome.com, and you can get more information on she and her family. She was a big Alabama football fan, and her brother, Eddie Nivens Sr., many of you might remember the Nivens family here in town. She was born and raised here in Sylacauga, graduate Sylacauga High School, class of 1957. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Faye Ferguson died at Goodwater Healthcare Center on Sunday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing. Mr. Richard Mitchell died at Coosa Valley Medical Center on Sunday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel announcing. Memorial service for Randy Caldwell will be this morning at 11 a.m. from Curtis & Son, North Chapel. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Robert Ray Bobby Duffy, age 80 of Sylacauga, died Thursday. Visitation is today 1 until 2 at Curtis & Son North, with the funeral service beginning at 2, burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Online condolences at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. And funeral arrangements to be announced for Mr. Lee Swain, age 67 of Talladega. S.M. Goodson Funeral Home and Crematory announcing those arrangements. And funeral arrangements for Mrs. Ada May Twyman, age 97, will also be announced by S.M. Goodson Funeral Home and Crematory. Ms. Twyman died on Friday, June the 18th. These obituaries this morning brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.